Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Day 10 of the Australian Open is about to get underway, and it is men's pairs knockout time. Very, very much looking forward to this. It is Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin up against Brad Ball and Russell Bates, 3 of the 4 members of the WA State Championships pairs final. Just missing Clive Adams for Cohen Litfin. Val Febo, my name, back on deck here at the 2024 Australian Open after a couple of days off, and my word, is the sun shining, the birds are chirping. It's a fantastic day to be joined by the one and only Michael Hollywood Sorensen. Hollywood, welcome.
Good morning, Val, and welcome back to Broadbeach Bowls Club here on the Gold Coast. And as you said, sensational skyline again, not a cloud in it. Beautiful little fresh breeze as we hear the hooter to the start.
Very beautiful day today, and we're on a different green. We're not on green 4 today, we're on green 1. This is rink 1. First time we're up here today. You feel like you're in the hustle and bustle a little bit more.
Oh, we've got the marquee right behind us with all our bowls equipment and partners.
So if you do come down to have a look at the marquee, come and wave to us. Don't ask us any questions because we are on air. But we will be more than happy to give you a little bit of a wave. But I've realised this morning they sell beanies in there, Hollywood.
You wouldn't expect that in Queensland, would you?
No.
So it's all for the southern visitors.
Oh, and I will be jumping in to get one.
As we get this game underway. It's a bit of a new look for us, being out here on green number 1 today.
Yeah, we've got a great view of the skyline.
Oh, have a look at this for a great start. Well done. I must admit, I'm very happy to be out here on green 1, not on green 4 today. My pronunciations would have been really tested with the Malaysian team again.
You sell yourself short.
Cohen just slips past.
So we've got the Cohen Litfin fan club as well watching on. His mum Beth sitting ringside here watching on.
Proud member of the Algester All-Stars.
Cohen is going from strength to strength. He's still in the singles competition as well. He's made his way all the way through to the quarterfinals. Doing really nicely. That's a great start there from Russell Bates. So Russell the lead, Cohen the lead, Cody the skip and Brad the skip. Now,
just going to fall short. Handy. This format, it's 3 bowl pairs. And we still have the 2 hour, 15-minute time limit and 18 ends.
Great to have everyone's company wherever you're watching from. Bev Doherty has been watching the whole fortnight from Wellington. So these two, I was talking to them before the WA pair. They took on Clive Adams and Cody Packer in the WA State Pairs final and got the job done. And poor Clive had to write about it the next day.
Here comes a good bowl. Just going to slip past, or is he going to pull onto it? Oh.
So the lead's using the exact same colour bowls. Skips using white and blue, so the bowls or the make. Cody using Aerodynamics. Of course, Aero, our great partners here at Bowls Australia. The new Aero grips, absolutely wonderful. Cohen Litfin using XGs. Brad Ball using Henselite Cruisers. And Russell Bates using Taylor GTRs.
As we're getting a bit glitchy on the screen.
can tend to be a little bit jumpy here on green 1, so we'll do our best.
Very good weight control there. Just
John Foot's already sledging me. Morning, boys. Good to see they're playing on grass. Go Hawks. Of course, I went back to Melbourne for the weekend to watch Dusty's 300th, and that was an absolute disaster after the first 5 minutes. Absolutely shocking. Very ashamed.
might have been a fairly good correction here on his line. Tad tight with his first. Doesn't want to really grab that white, so he's tucked it in. That's really well done by Brad.
Cody Packer.
Just the one down.
Enjoying a really good AO himself. Both he and Cohen are in some scintillating form. Both still in the singles competition, as we said about Cohen. Cody will have to take on Aaron Sheriff.
Just got to sneak around this front bowl. He's just tucked into it. No real problems. There's still only one down there. Second shot's going to be very difficult to get to, but Russell's just called Brad to change his hand and have a shot at trying to land it. Russell's interested, but I don't know if it's going to quite get down.
To apologise for the cameras this morning. As we said, rink 1, just at this time of the morning underneath that sun, can get a little bit tricky, but we will do our best and endeavour to bring you the best coverage that we can. It's a brilliant day here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. We couldn't be asking for anything else. So they're one down. Cody Packer to try and get this team on the board early.
Not an easy shot. He's got a better line than his last. Here it comes. All on his speed.
Cody
Tuck this
Packer.
around the corner.
Oh, he did everything he could.
It's a very good head of bowls to start the game.
So they're more than up for the challenge here. Bates and Ball. Great to have Denise O'Brien. Denise O'Brien Warrener watching from Christchurch. Loving it. We're loving it too. So 1-0 to start proceedings. Of course, Hollywood, we're playing 18 ends here. Time limit still up until the quarterfinals of 2 hours and 15 minutes. But of course, if the margin is beyond 6 or 12 with an end to go or 2 ends to go, we don't play the full allotment of ends. So if it's mathematically impossible for a team to win, the game is over.
Let's hope we don't have any of those in the live streaming.
No, we want to go right to the death. An extra end maybe.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Nothing wrong with that at all. A bit of drama.
Well, considering we're only talking about not playing in it.
Exactly. Yeah, if we're playing in it, then you don't want an extra end. No. You want to win after 15. Keep
100%.
fresh.
Another fairly decent start there.
So it's all about the lead battle as well. Carla Pizzi commenting, good morning, Clive. Clive's not on today, unfortunately. Carla, there was a little guest spot yesterday, but Val Febo and Michael Sorensen back on deck. The real AO Dream Team.
The A team.
It was great to hear Clive's voice yesterday. I was on my way to the airport and flicked it on. Barbara Green watching from a very cold Sydney. Good delivery there from Russell. Just slipping through.
That was Cohen.
Oh, Cohen, sorry. Those bowls are killing me.
Imagine live streaming back in the days when they were all black.
Yep.
I remember how difficult it was when we played, but back then you just knew every bowl because you concentrated on every single bowl. These days we get a little bit lazy, and because we know the colours, we don't quite concentrate all the time. That's why every now and then you'll hear someone ask a pretty silly question.
Well, as you can see there, they're absolutely bang on with their colours. So Cohen Litfin now.
I think Cohen's might be just a fraction lighter.
Yeah, and he's got the white.
The white fleck instead of the black fleck?
Yep.
Oh, the white paint, yes.
Yeah. So Cohen Litfin coming around.
It's 3 pretty good bowls there from Cohen. 2 on and 1 behind.
Great weight for that final one. Cohen, of course, a pairs finalist here at the the Australian Open in 2021. Getting all the way there. I think it was might have been with Dave Ferguson, possibly.
I'm not sure.
I'll double check this for you. It wasn't Fergo. I'll endeavour to check this for you and make sure that we can get that right. So
Brad sits the second shot.
Lachlan Williams whispered in my ear Gary Pearson, and he would be correct. And the player that beat him, Cody Packer, played with Matt Johnston in one of the fairy tale AO titles. They won 21-20 in what was one of the most epic finals of that year's tournament, if not the most epic, and one that probably lives in the memory of most as one of the best for the decade so far.
And we're nearly out of the second decade, aren't we?
We're nearly what?
Out of the second decade of the AO.
Yep. Sure are. Got Aaron Tees and Aaron Sheriff at Helensvale today, so unfortunately we won't be streaming them. Val McKenzie.
Good shot there from Brad. Wrestles back the shot. So Cody's got good options here. He can arrive down there on his forehand, sit the bowl or trailer jack. It's Cohen's bowl at the back.
Cody Packer with those aerodynamics. Said he wasn't really sure which bowls he was going to use this morning, but has settled on those.
Well, how's his pace?
Just drifting past. Not a bad home at all, though. So at the moment, sitting at 1 to the Western Australian pair. Instead of, I don't know whether to call Cody a New South Welshman now. Playing in those Marylands colours and working out of Marylands, lives over there now.
Knowing Western Australians, he's still Western Australian.
Yep.
Oh, he's a very good bowler. But whether it's going to go with him or against him,
I think it might have gone against him.
Oh, I don't know. I think it might have gone
straight. Close.
I think it might still hold it with his other white bowl.
I think it's the same bowl that was shot previously.
Yep.
So that bowl has remained the counter. I think it's still a little bit of a high five.
Well, Cody is going to play with some form of weight here. Because he can get onto the blue bowl of Cohen's, onto the white bowl and punch it out of the head and leave him with a nice count. But it's not an easy shot.
I'm expecting a really close contest here. This is going to be one that just goes back and forth.
It's on his forehand. Is he too wide?
It's coming. Just crashes into the front.
Oh, what's happening here?
Nothing.
Straight through to the keeper.
So that'll be one more to the Western Australian pair. They led it 2-1 after 2 in this 2-0 after 2 in this 18-end contest.
Obviously, the Bates and Balls combination have played together for quite a long time.
Yeah, well, they are a state championship winning team, and they'll be featuring at the Nationals later this year. In the men's pairs section, as they bid for an Australian title.
rather busy shirt that they have. I'm not sure if that's their club shirt or no, it's their Australian Open shirt. Is that one bought from the marquee, or is that one they've made up for this championship
actually
themselves?
Not too sure. I feel like they might have bought that from the marquee. I'll check for you after this match because I'm going to get in there and get a beanie.
In having a look as well. So we get the first bowl of the third end away. Looking to be on a very good line as well.
So Russell Bates, he is led pretty well, but Cohen, I feel like Cohen will find his straps and make this a really tight contest. Of course, the lead battle in 3-bowl pairs is so vital.
It does set up the game. There is no doubt about it. There's not a wasted bowl in 3-bowl pairs, as there isn't a wasted bowl in 2-bowl triples. With only the 6 bowls on the rink, it is very important that you make all 6 count.
And we see that, in a couple of the pairs matches that we've done already, Hollywood, there's been a couple of early collects, but then after that, it settled down. So you don't want to be off the mark early. If you're dropping, you want to be dropping 1s and 2s.
And that's exactly what the Litfin and Packer partnership are doing at the moment. Just the 1s. Been some very tight heads. As Russell just slips through a bit tight there.
We do apologise for the cameras. Mark Peterson saying he's very envious of the sunshine that we've got up here, and I was a little bit too in Melbourne, or heading back to Melbourne, but it was pretty sunny there over the weekend, so...
Yeah, good ball from Cliff. No, just went past.
Cliff?
Yeah, I got that wrong. Cohen got them mixed
It's
together.
all right, I called you Clive, so...
That's okay.
We're both making mistakes.
It is early.
Have you had your second coffee yet, or no?
No. I made the mistake of not grabbing it.
It's all right. We'll go get one together after this. So
Just going to slip around the back here.
it's a good home for Russell Bates, that's for sure. Controlling the tee now, of course, in this respot format.
Yeah, brings another tactic into the game.
Cohen Litfin has enjoyed a really good year and a half. He's moved his way up into the emerging Jackaroo squad, playing with real confidence. He's a great fella too.
Good shot. Greenkeeper.
He is at Algester.
Algester, yes.
And speaks really well, but also, he's having that experience, I think, at the multi-nations last year has really taken his game to the next level, where he's been able to play against bona fide international competition when I think it was Malaysia who didn't come and Queensland filled in.
Yep.
So they put together a really handy team, and Cohen Litfin played superbly. The Nelson brothers were there, Nick Cahill as well. Chris Rosannes, I believe, played in that 5.
The Nelson brothers. Well, Dawn Heyman has said the same thing. Once she got into that Australian side and played the World Championships, she felt like she belonged, and her game has gone to an all-new type of level. And hopefully we're going to see an incredible semi-final in the ladies' singles when we get to that part of the competition.
I absolutely cannot wait for Wednesday.
We better be live streaming that one.
Look, I believe we will. I think that one is too good not to stream. We won't make any confirmation as of yet, depending on where they are. But we will endeavour to do that match, because
They both still got to get there, but
no, they're there.
Oh, they're there.
They're there.
Brilliant! What a game.
Dawn.
That's
so
right.
it's Lara Butler got there as well against Sharon Kavanagh from South Australia. So WA versus SA. And then Dawn Heyman versus Kelsey Cottrell in a rematch of the 2022 final that absolutely dazzled the bowling fraternity.
They also played in the final of the Australian Indoor as well.
That
Heads.
may have been a semi.
Semi.
Did Brianna Smith
Yes,
get to the final in
correct.
2022? Yes.
Again, another semi.
Yep. But the draw that, there was one section of the draw that just didn't favour anybody. I think Christina Christic and Samantha Atkinson played each other. Winner of that played Caitlin Inch. Then waiting in the wings was Jamie Lee Warsnop. And then if you were to get through there, then you had to play Kelsey.
It was a horror section, wasn't it?
And Kelsey overcame a really tough challenge from Jamie Lee. And Jamie Lee actually got her in the 2021 semi. So bit of vengeance there for Kelsey Cottrell, who makes her 4th straight AO singles semi-final, which bit of weight here.
Yeah, well, I think they're 3 down on the head. Oh, he's peeled one out, but I think that was theirs. So it's definitely 3, possibly 4.
This is a big bowl for Cody Packer.
Because the 2 front blue ones are Cody's, and I'm pretty sure the one at the next 2 behind it are Cohen's. So yeah, it's not easy to read.
So Cody Packer. This is a really big bowl.
Doesn't have to do too much more to add to the count. Similar bowl to his first 2, which looks like he's doing very well. Well, that's a big start.
This is coming in nicely.
That's a handful.
So 5 for Packer and Litfin, and they are on the board. And it is a huge, huge collect. And as soon as they netted that end, you hear Cody Packer say full length. They are stretching this out.
The thing is, if you're going to drop a score like that, do it early.
Yep, Cohen hasn't quite got to the tee. That's okay. And you're exactly right, Hollywood, especially when you're already 2 up. So they're only 3 down. That is easy to get back. You don't want to be doing it late like we saw the other day. We saw a big, what was it, a 7 in that 4s match with the Ray Simpson Tasmanian team.
That was an incredible turnaround.
Yeah.
It really, really was.
It was one of the more remarkable ones I've seen at the Australian Open, and they ended up getting through. Did Nicole Went's team, but they made hard work of it in the end.
And you run straight into Kelsey Cottrell.
I know. It's just cruel. Also felt for the young emerging Jackaroo team, as that is a
Great
sensational start from Russell Bates. I felt sorry for the young emerging Jackaroo team of Kate Archambault and Sophie Kersman, because they got through with flying colours in their women's pairs group, and they've run into Lindsay Clark and Kelsey Cottrell. You never want to meet them in your first round of knockouts, but my God, they are so good to watch, aren't they?
And again, played together over
20 years.
10 years, 15 years. I mean, it's just they've grown up through the bowls world together. It's just been unbelievable. Kelsey being nicknamed Joey because she was the youngest Jackaroo, and it was just an amazing story. Both raising young families as well as keeping their careers going, which is absolutely fantastic.
Don't live too far from each other either. I think they're in the same suburbs, so they catch up together a lot, which is great. Wendy Flockton, good morning, boys. Ladies singles matches yesterday were fantastic. Lara Butler was just awesome. Back-to-back AO semi-finals for Lara.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Cohen Lifton.
He is starting to flex his muscle here, is Cohen.
Litfin.
And have a look at that. Well, Cohen Litfin is Lifton.
He's warming up. He's even taking the jacket off.
Yep. No, it is getting warm. Even I'm going to have to take my my quarter zip off soon.
Is that layer 1, 2, 3, or 4?
No, there's only 2 today.
Not going back to Melbourne, so he didn't have to layer up. Oh, he's just slipped past. Gave his bowler a real opportunity.
So, yeah, Lara Butler, Hollywood, back-to-back AO semi-finals, which is so impressive. You know, her singles game has really gone to another level, and we saw her make the World Bowls Championships quarterfinals last year for Switzerland. Of course, her maiden name is Mertz. So, She's, I think her dad is Swiss and qualified with a Swiss passport to play for the European nation, and she's foregone her Western Australian state duties, I think, for that, but an amazing opportunity.
Yes, I'm sure one of her partners comes from my old club at Maroochydore.
Oh, right.
Also plays for Sweden.
So Nigel asking if we're going to be streaming the under-18 competition. Unfortunately not, but we will be broadcasting the finals right here on Bowls Australia's YouTube page. So you can watch the deciders there as this bowl comes in from Brad Ball. White Henselite Cruisers.
Like, everyday streaming is fantastic, but you don't want to miss Wednesdays.
No, Wednesday is the day. That Helensvale day they all want to get to. And I cannot wait to be there. Again, last year we saw a splendid day of action. Jacob Nelson taking down Aaron Wilson in an upset that Disco almost rectified. Went down right until the last bowl.
Just not going to quite get there.
Had Cass Millerick playing some sensational bowls as well. Unfortunately, she won't be going back-to-back. She was knocked out quite early in the singles knockouts. Very surprising. But that just shows how even the Australian Open draw is. Here's Brad Ball.
Tell you what, he's in the area.
Not a mile away.
Oh, I think he's stiff. I think Cohen's bowl has stayed shot, remained shot.
It has. Russell said, big piece, come on, take it. And didn't get there.
He needed more of the bowl or absolutely none of it to grab that white.
Paul Johnson, I'd love to know what Packer is writing on Litfin's touches. I like to leave a message on my teammates' bowls when they have a touch. I think he's just drawing dots. I'm not sure if he's writing anything. I'll keep an eye on it.
I didn't know if he was using touch spray or chalk, so I hadn't taken any notice either. But I used to have a skip that would write a dollar sign on there when I got a toucher.
Very nice. So, going around the back there is Cody, just in case there's some weight coming from Brad Ball. Just arriving weight here from the WA skip. He's probably missing on a high line, but he's in the area. He gave it a chance.
Oh, my.
Oh, they have come out on top there.
Bit of a sorry look there.
Yeah, that was one that you're going to be celebrating internally. But definitely not what he was aiming for. They win their third end of the four that we've played so far. 5-3, thanks to that massive collect netted by Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin on the third end. They lead at 5-3 after 4 here in the round of 128. The first knockout round, 7 matches to win to hoist the AO men's pairs title in 2024. That's what stands between all of these teams and a shot at glory. Cody has been there before. His pairs partner has been to the final, as we alluded to before. Both played against each other in 2021. Cody was the one that won that, 21-20 with Maddie Johnston from Soldiers Point.
Rather high line, but this just shows you how well these greens are running here at Broadbeach. Look at that turning back in.
We've been here. This is where we streamed a lot of the 2022 Australian Open, Hollywood, and at 2 o'clock, and also the Nationals in 2022. This rink at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon is so quick because the sun, unlike Green 4, the sun doesn't have to come up behind from around the buildings. It is baked. And that middle session, it is going to start to run so quickly. And like, have a look at this. There are no shadows when you look at this east-west direction. Not one shadow at all.
It's also pretty much where they play the finals day, where we play some of the other finals that aren't televised on Fox. So this rink gets blocked off and grandstands put onto the green.
Yes, exactly right.
And when we've finished our pack up, we normally have our game of killer.
Survivor.
Survivor.
The complete opposite.
It is. The idea is to try and kill you.
Yeah,
So
true. Survive by getting rid of everybody else. It is good fun. Unfortunately, I don't know how to bowl very well on these good rinks.
all us BA staff at the end of it have a little bit of a celebratory role. It's like my tongue in the way. It's a good start. There by Russell. Just falling short is Cohen, or is he going to get to it? Oh, nearly slipped through the middle. Give Cody something to play with there on his back end, I would imagine, coming away.
Denise asking the question, I heard Val's comment the other day, you don't have to be dead to be stiff, and Hollywood just mentioned that the bowl was stiff. Could you please enlighten me, as I'm not sure what that means? Well, I actually took that comment from Hollywood.
Okay.
But talk to us about what that means for the viewers that might not know Hollywood.
Normally when you've passed on, your body stiffens. So you don't have to be dead to be stiff is how that comment comes about. So it just means that you're being very unlucky.
Yep. So say when you're in the area, you might take the jack, or you might find the most minuscule of gaps when you put the bowl in what you think and what we think is the most perfect spot to put it in, and you don't get the result. So sometimes you can be really stiff, even though you've put down a mighty good bowl.
I hope that answers that for you, Denise. It's a little bit morbid, but it's a comment that's relatively used quite often up here in Queensland. Oh, has he done enough?
Oh, he was very close.
No, he hasn't done enough. But again, it still gives him options.
Just quickly, Glenn Windle asking, when does the disability section of the AO start? They started yesterday, the men's singles. And women's singles, of course. Post-sectionals will start later this week. Pairs start today, I believe, yes.
He's tried to get that in the right spot. Just played a little bit quick.
So, 2 to come for Cody. 1 for Brad Ball.
Looks like Cody's changed over to his forehand now. He might be able to get to that shot bowl clean, yeah. But again, still Cohen's bowl's an opportunity to come into head. He's playing with weight. Oh, he's close.
Cody Packer.
Get this right. Oh, he's gone too quick. No, he's got away with it. He's gone. Good bowl.
They might still be...
Are they still might have 3?
Yep. No, they do. Well, he packed it and he sent it. So now Brad just going to come down and have a look here. This is a really big bowl because while they've won 3 of the 4 ends, they don't want to drop another multiple. It could be catastrophic for them because I know you don't. You want, if you're dropping multiples, you want to do it early, but you don't want to drop 2 multiples.
Multiples, not good.
No. Or multiple big collects anyway. Anything of a 3 or more.
Well, especially when you've only got 6 bowls. I mean, that's 3 is a good count. Let alone the 5 that they got earlier. You're taking some time over this. It's a very, very crucial bowl, this one.
It is. And great to see so many people here already at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. It's such... I know we harp on it about it a lot, Hollywood, but it's just the most brilliant event here, the Australian Open. So many people come to watch.
I don't care what sport you watch or what sport you favour. The Australian Open offers so many options for people, whether they're bowlers or non-bowlers, to come out in pristine weather, great greens, and see the best of the best. And they are seriously no more than a couple of feet away from you.
Yep. Look at Cody Packer. He's, a right-at-home jackaroo. Brad Ball, what's he got?
Tell you what, if he's got good speed,
he's close.
Doesn't want to miss the outside. Oh, no.
Oh, he got one out.
I don't know if it's gone out, to be honest.
Maybe not. They're checking.
Deciding whether they're going to play to sit the bowl or just try and draw another shot. I think this time of the game, you can
afford to take the risk, maybe sit the bowl, and you can make another collect here.
But if he does miss, he wants to be missing wide, not tight.
Yes. Yeah, if you're missing tight and hitting those two bowls out.
Or even if you roll that front bowl onto the jack accidentally, it comes straight back to the ball bowl.
So they're on the verge of taking quite the handy buffer early in this contest, Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin. They lead 5-3.
Still deciding what type of weight they're going to play. Well, Cohen's gone straight down to have a look.
He doesn't mind this, Cody.
Oh, he's tight.
Doesn't want the jack, doesn't get the jack. So we're going to get the tape out here. That's going to be... I thought they were going to take a couple out there, but leaving everything intact in that head. I reckon this is going to be a 2 to Cody and Cohen, but it may be more. Wait with bated breath.
2.
That is 2. So not huge, but not ideal for this Western Australian combination, considering they've won 3 of the 5 ends that we've played, and they trail at 7-3. But this is the thing. The Jackaroo, an emerging Jackaroo pair, they're going to be probing and asking the question the whole time. Definitely. And if you're winning ends, you want to be winning them with more than ones. And if you're Cody and Cohen, if you're dropping them, ones are perfect. Now, if you win every end with a single, you win the match. But often you're not going to have it all your own way. Those days are few and far between. So really good counter-punching here from...
And Cohen Litfin's got the jack to the desired length that Cody was calling.
And this is where they are going to really push.
Cohen's missed his line and weight there. Not one of his Monday best. Gives Russell the opportunity to jump right on top of it with his first bowl, which he looks to be tracking to do. That's a very handy start. Cohen with a correction to be made here. Just a little bit of an overcorrection. Russell with the opportunity to add another one here. Heap the pressure back on the Litfin Packer combination. And he's done just that. Cohen's taken the right line to correct, try and land in the middle of his first two bowls. It's just fallen short, so real chance here for Russell to add a third shot and put Cody under a good amount of pressure. Toyed with changing his hand, but I think he's going to stay on his backhand. No, he's gone to his forehand. Doesn't want to run into those short bowls.
Russell Bates, this is the end where they just really need to get a shot back, change their length back. That one's going to treacle all the way into the ditch.
Really didn't think he had to change his hand there. Cody's chosen to play his forehand as well. He's taken a very wide line. Will it get back? It's just a little heavy, but the line was sensational. Brad needing to get another close one and really apply the pressure. He's going to run into this short bowl of Cohen's. Wow. I think that's nearly given shot away.
Might just have.
No, still one down. But he's knocked that a long way up the green.
So where does Cody Packer go here?
Well, it looks like he's going to play his forehand. He only has to turn Cohen's over or sit through the shot bowl that's as close to the line.
What are those dynamics going to conjure up here? Cody Packer sent it pretty wide.
He's not going to make it to the head. As Russell's calling for a bit of a cover bowl here from Brad.
So we apologise for how jumpy the cameras are. Locke's just going to have a quick look at them. So we've got one bowl left each for the skips here, I believe. Yes.
This longer length end has really...
It's stifled the momentum of everybody a little bit.
It's caught all four players out that little bit.
But it has done this across the week. Or across the 10 days so far, but it's just the players that can adapt. And sometimes the Jackaroo pairing, once they do one end, they know what to correct. So if they can hold on to the mat, it'll hold them in good stead.
It just makes you wonder what type of shot he's going to play here, because that short bowl of Brad's is really a nuisance type of bowl. So he's either got to try and come round that just to rock Cohen's bowl into the head, or he's got to play a little more attacking and try and remove the shot bowl from the head. It depends on what he's feeling early in this match. So he looks to be playing up the backhand now.
Cody Packer.
Changing hands.
Big weight.
Playing very firm. Oh, he's taken his own out there.
That is definitely not the result that he was after.
But I think they still had another second there with one of Cody's earlier bowls. Well, this is really a free kick.
Yep.
For Brad.
Put in a second, put the pressure back on, get the mat back.
For his left-handed delivery, he's just got to play a nice little backhand up there, avoiding his first bowl, or his short bowl.
exactly what they would have asked for here. They'd want to add a second, but to put the mat back, or to put the mat back to a short length. Wants to get through his own.
Well, it slips underneath. He can still beat that bowl of Cody's, which he's done.
Needs to stop.
And that's two back.
Beautifully.
Takes the score along to 7 shots to 5.
Very impressive fight back here. They've won 4 of the 6 ends that we've played, but they trail. Brad Ball and Russell Bates. Good morning to you wherever you're watching from around the world here on Rinkside Live. Great to have such a healthy audience already this morning. We absolutely love your passion for bowls, and we hope that it can continue for a long time to come.
I feel like just pulling out a banana lounge and just laying here to do the commentary. This full sun is just absolutely gorgeous.
Nothing's stopping you, Hollywood. You a budgie smuggler operator, or?
Not with my body, mate. No, I'm too afraid that someone would call the RSPCA and wildlife people and want to throw me back into the ocean. We've got a good start here from Russell.
Really good start. Right on the money with his weight. So the mat has come up a little bit. The jack sort of a little bit further forward from what we just had. Cohen Litfin wants this one to get through. I don't know if he has the weight. It's coming.
Just a little short.
But not much that he has to correct on here.
Once Cohen gets his rhythm right, he'll just absolutely plonk him on there all day. He's like a machine.
Like one of those aero robots that they've got to ensure that you have got the same line every time. Aero manufacturing bowls for tomorrow. 65 colours, the new grips, sizes, whatever you want.
A great start. Look at that. That's really going to put the pressure on Cohen now. He's going to have to get one close. Russell has 2. It's 1 right on it. Yeah, sorry about that, Mark.
So some really good leading from Russell Bates. Very measured on the mat, isn't he?
He is.
Takes his time, just ensures that he's got his everything aligned. This one is
not
drift
wasted
around the back, no. Because if there is weight, Cody does have that proclivity to play with a weighted shot. And, you know, he's a good driver of the bowl. We've seen that at the Bowls Premier League on many occasions.
Cohen, have you got the speed to keep this coming?
He might do.
Just going to... Oh, he's got a piece of it. Well, that's all right. That's opened it up a little bit. And he's only got one. He's only one down now. So it allows Cody to play either hand.
But have you noticed in this match, sorry to cut you off, Hollywood, that when Cohen is on and when Russell is just that tiny bit off, that's when the danger signs start to come.
And that's where you see it with our top-line bowlers. The consistency that they possess is what got them or keeps them there. So when your opposition just goes off that little bit, they're there to pounce. And now that we've got another top-level bowler coming behind him, he's got an opportunity to play either hand with a little bit of weight and convert this head, which Brad's going to change up again. No, not quite. But they do have the 2 back bowls, so Cody's got to play with reserved weight. Oh, that looks a little tight.
So, Josh, yes, he does play out of Maryland's. Does Cody Packer now? Has worn the Manning kit. He did enlist himself into this Australian Open under the Manning banner.
Close to 2, possibly 3. No, I think it's only the 2.
So this is a really pivotal moment.
A much more positive line.
He's not far away, Cody Packer.
Oh, he's just got to beat that front one. Oh.
And that bowl that we talked about before, that was in a really good spot. They are now 2 down, I believe.
Mind you, there's still plenty of room for him to get to, but
Yeah.
Brad will be trying to get one really close and put the pressure back on him. He just slips through there. If he had got the full jack, would have been unreal. But just opens up the open draw.
So Brad Ball.
Backhand for Brad.
Oh, yeah. That'll be in. But Cody Packer generally doesn't need more of an invitation to steal shot away.
It's one of those testing type of shots. There's nothing really, really close, but it's close enough to the edge of the ditch that you can't afford to be confident in your weight. You've got to have the right weight. We're about to find out. He's just got to avoid that front bowl. Oh, here we go. Look at this. That is a amazing
Brilliant
shot.
Splendid from Cody Packer.
Under the pressure of being 3 down, the jack being close to the ditch, he just draws a front toucher.
8-5 is the lead after 7 here. We played at 18, and this has been something absolutely wonderful from Cody Packer. It was on the perfect track. So 8-5 is the score. Colin asking if there's a possibility of an overlap between singles and fours with Packer and Healy. There could possibly be. This is where Andrew Howie is such an absolute gun with what he does, because he manages to negate all of these conflicting schedules and conflicting draws, but we will figure all of that out, that's for sure.
And there's another good start from Russell.
And see, this is where, when he's on, they are right in every end. When he's been that little bit wayward, Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin have pounced, but that's probably the first dogfight of an end that Cody and Cohen have won.
Yes, and that's
that'll
a
give them
great
confidence.
correction there from Cohen.
And this is where that'll just give them that confidence, but they haven't gone with the long length this time. It stifled them in this direction. In the same end, the last direction, or the last time we came in this direction.
I thought once bitten, twice shy. Another good effort here.
Russell Bates not far away. Oh, he's putting on an exhibition. He's opened things up nicely.
I don't think he got shot out of it, though. I think the jack might have actually favoured Cohen.
Cohen will want to put another one in.
He's on a good track. This is looking very good. Inside half of the bowl? No.
His weight has been supreme, has Cohen Litfin. Let's see what his skip can do.
So we wait for Russell to put down his last bowl. He's had 2 very good bowls on this end and still not holding shot. But he's on that great line again, all on his weight. Was he going to make it?
He's just going to drop under, or drop short, sorry.
Such a good line too.
a really impressive start from these two leads.
Well, I think that's going to force Cody to have to play on the other side of the rink now. But it is a fairway short, so he should be able to get around it quite comfortably. He's looking to play the forehand.
Cody Packer made his international debut in 2022.
It's on a great line.
It is. Might have to just get Russell to possibly jump off the camera line.
Brad's out on his left-handed forehand, sorry. And he's going to play... Oh, it's hard to say.
Oh,
I'm not sure if Cody's first bowl is still shot or not. We're about to find out. Yes.
Cohen says, I favour yours. It's just by the naked eye, though. So, Cody Packer will still have to do a little bit more. Won't have the last bowl. No luxury there. One after this.
Cohen looks to be a little interested in it. Just sleep in the back door. He has. I dare say that'll be close to 2. As Russell goes in to inspect the head. Not giving us any indication as to how many shots he's up or down. Both interested in this straight out of the hand. All he needs is a right speed. He's just slipped through, but again, they're all around the same distance from the jack. The Cohen Litfin combination is still confident they're holding shot. Cody with a real opportunity to nail this jack. Just going to slip under.
So now a really big opportunity for this Western Australian combination to try and get themselves back on the board. They've still won more ends in this match, but they don't want to let things slip away from them.
It's really interesting how this head's sitting, because Cody's got one each side of the jack, about the same distance apart, and the West Australian duo have got the couple of bowls directly behind, so jack movement up the line would be very interesting, but jack movement either side of the head, not so good. So Brad's weighed up which side he thinks he's got more opportunity. I'm sure we'll know in 15 or 16 seconds' time.
Brad Ball sends it on the backhand.
Again, both very interested in this line.
It's coming. It's coming.
How's his speed?
Just
He's not going to run through again, is he?
same result. And that'll be, we think, one more. The tape probably will come out.
That's 2.
2, sorry.
The 2 Packer bowls.
And that is, well, this is dangerous.
2.
It is very dangerous now, because 3 of the 4 ends that they've won have been more than a single, and they have doubled the score of their opponents already. Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin. We sit halfway, almost halfway through this contest.
Bit of a mini break there.
Yep.
So it'd be really important for the Bates ball combination to try and win this end, obviously. But
10-5 the score, and now they're getting into the territory where if you get that lead to more than 6, you can end the session a little bit earlier, go in, have a coffee, refresh, take a break. And that's exactly what Cohen and Cody would want to be doing. Cody, 3 kids with Hayley Packer, Western Australian state bowler, and she's a superstar in her own right. Cohen Litfin, I think, expecting his first.
Nice shot there. I'm unsure of that. It's probably the best start bowl Cohen's put down so far, so let's see if they can flex a few muscles and really break away from the Western Australian duo. Cohen's looking to add another close shot. Certainly coming from the right area.
He is. It's going to speed past, but it's going to dart back quickly. Crashing into his own bowl certainly helped. And this is what we can expect from these greens today.
That northern side of the green has a lot of turn on it.
Of course, where we're sitting, Hollywood, we get a really beautiful view of the skyline here of the Gold Coast. You've got Q1 in the background, the Peppers Soul.
No, it certainly is a great area to be situated, let alone playing the sport that you love. Right in the heart of the Gold Coast. 200 or 300 metres from the beach.
Maybe less than that, I reckon.
We're playing in the east-west direction.
Yep, north-south for the rest of the day after this. Men's pairs all day. We're going to be getting right through to the final 16. The round of 32 will conclude the day.
Yeah, that's good bowling.
Sorry to cut you off there, Hollywood.
You're all right, mate.
It was a good bowl. Lead battle as intriguing as ever. Cohen Litfin playing sensationally in this middle portion of the match.
Playing with a bit of weight here, or is it just my...
No, I think he wants it to dart back, and it's going to come, but it's going to miss high.
I was playing with a bit more weight then.
Yep. So it's going to end up right with his first there. Have a look at this from Cohen. Talk us through it, Hollywood.
Just drawing down nicely. Anything in behind here is great, especially if it ends up right behind the jack, which it has done. No target. 3 really good lead bowls. Holding 3. Now, Cody has the opportunity, after Brad goes. No, Cody's next up, I think, to really put another nail in this coffin and just draw another close bowl. I don't think he'll be looking for cover just yet. But Cody would know how Brad plays, both being from Western Australia, and I'm sure played against each other plenty of times. Yeah, Cody just looking to draw another shot close. And he's done so.
Yeah, uses Cohen's bowl to sit. So I dare say this is probably a 3 or a 4. Which would put the live score to 14-5.
Brad's just got to try and clear that front bowl of his own with a couple of feet away, or run into it with a couple of feet away, but he's just going to avoid it.
Now, has that cut the front one?
That front one.
Oh, the front one's there, sorry. So
Okay.
that colour of bowl strikes again.
Cody's just got to take a little more territory this time with his bowl.
Yep. So if they put in another one here, this just immediately puts the pressure on because they've got 4 bowls right in the area. If Cody can put in a 5th, it just makes things all the more difficult. He won't. He's going to cover around the back, which is a really smart idea because they are covering the tee, but not anymore. I reckon Cody might have just solved that problem.
Here comes Waite.
Not a mile away.
He's going to miss underneath and take out. Oh,
take out his own, but it opens up the target that little bit more.
Well,
can Cody try and maybe go
well, now that Cody's
on the backhand and
got that cover bowl, he can try and trail that kitty. If he trails that kitty into that group of bowls, it'll bring his back bowl in as well. Hold 6 and really put the pressure on Brad.
So backhand expected from Cody Packer. This is a massive bowl. It can really open this match right up.
Looking for a good full draw. No real danger for him.
He's put it out on a pretty good line.
Oh, he's going to be very close here.
Cody Packer telling it to hurry.
And he touched the jack.
It doesn't touch. Oh. He's in the count, but he doesn't touch.
Well,
and now this is, well, we know what this is.
Brad's quickly got on the mat. He knows the shot he's going to play. He's going to try and get in the head. He can't afford to run again and miss.
No, and he's on a pretty good line. I think he's going to cut this down.
Well, Russell likes it. This could be an amazing turnaround here.
Brad Ball.
5 down to 1 up.
Brad Ball.
Oh, take a bow. Take a bow. Draws back the shot. 5 down.
He is balling. That is sensational. 5 down to 1 up. They've essentially scored 6 there. 10-6 the scoreline.
And that's exactly how the Litfin and Packer team would be thinking.
That is a momentous bowl. That was the match right there. 5 down. It would have been 15-5 if he missed. But he said, you know what? I'm Brad Ball and I'm good enough. And he was good enough.
It's an incredibly gutsy bowl. Coming off a drive, back to a draw, and did it like shelling peas. As soon as it came out of the hand, he felt confident.
How important was that?
How's that going to affect the mindset of the players? As we've gone to a very short type of length.
This is what they've been strongest with from 5 down. But Cody and Cohen will be really positive because this is probably about the 4th time where they've held a big bunch. They've held, 4 or 5. And I think if Brad is good enough to correct things and good enough to stop them, then fair play to you, Brad. If not, then Cody and Cohen will run away with it.
I think he's going to have to do it a lot. Cohen just showed on that last couple of ends that he's starting to find his rhythm.
Yep. So he's going to say to Russell Bates, are you going to go with me? And Russell with a pretty good first up delivery there.
He's a pretty relaxed customer, Cohen. Pretty chilled.
Sure is. And this is a very, very nice home. It might not be the one, but
just look
good
past
home.
a little bit. Again, behind the head, gives options.
Mark Patterson saying that's a get out of jail card. Now head for go. A Monopoly reference, but Russell Bates, he's lifting here.
He certainly hasn't run for any cover. He's really put 2 good bowls in. Cohen's just going to go past again.
But these are good homes for Cody Packer to work with. Good real estate out there. But Brad Ball has stolen the show with the most high pressure of shots. This match could almost be over. It was a live score of 15-5, and he stole the shot back. And Russell Bates just says, you know what, I'm going to put one past as well, and that's a pretty good spot to be in.
Okay, Cohen, what have you got?
Final bowl of the end for the Algester product.
No, he's not happy with it. Although not totally wasted.
Repping their new Puma kit. Absolutely brilliant. They look fantastic to the Puma kits. Of course, they're our supplier at Bowls Australia for our corporate wear.
Yeah, the design was put together by Brad Harris, the bowls manager of Algester Bowls Club, and it has come up an absolute treat. And we all know how fussy bowlers can be about their uniforms.
Yeah, some of the new designs are starting to look really, really good. There's a couple out there that are a little bit suspect, but they can't all be good.
There's such an array now. I mean, oh, hang on. Cody, you got the weight? No, that's a killer line.
He was right on it. It's a big end for Bates ball combo.
Well, you're really going to be trying to get back to that. Sorry to cut you off. Trying to get back to that bowl at about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, which is the Cohen's bowl. Just sneaking up on it. Because if Cody can turn this jack around the corner, it's another 2. Having a look at this.
He's not happy with it.
Brad's really got to pull this one up. Get to that back bowl, Cohen's. Tracking nicely, just going to slip past.
So there's a big bowl for Cody Packer here to try and get the momentum back. It's been toing and froing. No one's won multiple ends in a row since the first, well, since, actually they did it quite recently. I'll leave that. Was misreading my scorecard. It's only just 2 ends ago. So on a better line here is Cody Packer. Has he got the weight?
Just got to get down. He just slipped past.
Just slipped past. Apologies there. The camera just...
If it's going to go, it's going to go at just the worst time, isn't it?
Camera went bananas then. So I missed the score there, Hollywood. Did you see?
Just the one.
So 1 to Packer and Litfin. They lead at 11-6. It's after 10 ends. And they've... Yeah, really interesting scoring patterns here. They've both won 5 ends apiece. But they just haven't been able to score big. They've had that one multiple, Brad and Russell, but that's about it. All singles otherwise.
Brad and Russell are really scrapping it out.
They're up for the fight, that's for sure.
One of the players may have gone off for a comfort stop.
Yep. So there's an hour and 1 minute left in the session. We should definitely be okay for time. No problems there.
Russell's just made it back onto the green.
And of course, Hollywood, I haven't talked about this for a couple of days, but 25% off rookie rollers kits and a free wedge with each kit purchased. $412.50. Was that the price?
It is. Have we got any left?
I don't know.
I've had several clubs ringing me about it. So yeah,
I haven't been to the office for a couple of weeks, so I don't know.
Don't worry
now
about
we're looking.
4 bowls backpacks as well. Just $40 now.
Yep, Locks put that into the chat there, so you can have a look. Sorry, that was one to
To the ball.
to the ball and Bates combination. Apologies.
So we're back underway with the short length again.
So 10-7 is the score. Of course, Dave Rankin, Perth Pennants, he'll be watching the old 10-7.
And I feel like they're just letting him out of their fingertips on this ground at this length.
So 3 shots the difference. They've won, now we look at it, they've won 6 of the 10 ends here. They are more than up for this fight, but the multiples, that's the killer. That big 5 on N3, it hurts so much.
And the nearly 5 on N7.
Oh, yeah, that was that scorecard could have looked a lot different had it remained a 5. And I know we're talking in ifs. Of course, that famous adage, if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. But it would have been a 15-5 score.
Has Russell whacks one in there.
You didn't like that, Hollywood?
Could have gone in so many directions with that, but we're a G-rated show. So Cohen's going to slip underneath here and draw a shot. Good shot, Cohen. And it's a touch.
It is a resting touch out. Look at that. So played 10, 8 ends to go. 10-7 is the score. You feel like Cody and Cohen are just going to continue to probe. So what does this Western Australian combination have in response? They keep having the answers. It's like a barrage of fast bowls coming at them. But they are defending beautifully and ensuring that they remain in this match.
That was a really good shot there from Russell. Got second shot. Cohen's going to put this ball in a fairly handy position. Yep.
3 really good lead bowls from Cohen Litfin. Cody Packer now. Can he finish the job?
Brad's on the mat, ready to rock and roll. Looking to play his forehand. Of course, he's left-handed. He's pointed it fairly well, I think. It's just not going to quite get down.
It's rubbed off a couple. So they're controlling the tee now. Will Cody go around the back?
I don't think it's a bad option.
Yep. That's where he's going. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, that's... It's funny, you if you walked into the club and you saw, and you didn't know much about bowls and you saw that one bowl there, you'd be thinking, what is going on? Why? How far away is that off the target?
Well, this is close.
Brad Ball, he's just going to dip under and through the gap, but it's not a resting toucher anymore. That was mightily, mightily close.
Still going to stick to the forehand, trying to draw under that shorter screen bowl. Mind you, it's only a foot short of the head, really. But the way that side of the green turns, he should be well and truly under that. All his speed now. Not going to allow it to turn.
So he's going to have one more, Cody Packer. Not overly thrilled with himself, but mentally he's very good, so he'll be able to turn it around, you'd think.
Opportunity here for Brad. If he sits that bowl and doesn't move the kitty, he can make 2 or 3 here. Just pokes the bowl through a couple of feet. And he wasn't that far off with his last bowl. If he keeps that line and adds another foot of weight. It's got to be a chance. Has he got the speed? Oh. Very good effort.
So Cody Packer to try and make this a 2. Free kick. Will it get there? Does it have the legs? Does it have the legs? Does not have the legs. So just the one. But they're back scoring. 11-7, they lead.
Be interesting to see what length they play now. Because they're kicking the balls right back.
I think they need to try the long end again. They tried it once, didn't quite work, but
I think Cohen's got his rhythm now, so
it makes sense to try it again because they wanted to do it early. It was a clear tactic. Let's see if Cohen Litfin puts it there. Cody's right on the tee, so I think this is where it's going, and they'll give it another red-hot crack and try and open this match up. Bit short.
He's only rolled it to a 3/4 length end.
But another resting touch-up. Not anymore. Flopped back. But an excellent start from Cohen Litfin. Brilliant start as well for Russell Bates. So these two are jostling for position. And it's been such an intriguing lead battle throughout the entirety of this contest. Great to have everyone watching wherever you are around the world. This is the knockout stages of the men's pairs, the first round. We begin again after the sectionals. Do or die from here on in. 7 matches separates these 128 teams from glory at the Australian Open. One of the biggest prizes in Australian bowls. Cohen Litfin with his final bowl of this 12th end.
What a head of bowls. Sneak up.
Oh, he's in a good spot either way.
Nearly throw a tea towel over those.
Yep. Russell Bates. It's been so promising. He's not a mile away. Doesn't want to obstruct things too much.
Going to get the result.
But he might have just done so. Cohen's original bowl. Still, I'd favour it for second. Now it's up to the skips. If you're Cody, where are you going here, Hollywood? Are you trying to trail it or trying to open things up?
Be giving your bowl a chance. I'm not exactly sure on what type of weight he wants to play. Just, I suppose it depends on what he's feeling comfortable with at the moment. It's on a great line. Just slipping past. And that's the type of weight I would have expected him to play. He is so good at that weight.
Just had a question from Barbara Green. If I can see the score on the Ray Pearce rink, I can. 14-3 in favour of Ali Forsyth and Ray Pearce over their opponents. That's after 12 ends.
Ooh, what's happened there? They've still got the shot. Now I think it'll come back to more of a draw shot now. Cohen's asking him to change his hand.
It may be a couple.
Cohen only raised the one finger. So.
Okay.
But he is pretty laid back. For this side of the rink, it looks like a decent line. Just
He has his weight.
Just doesn't seem to have the pace on this side of the green that the open side of the green does. Brad asked to play another conversion shot. They both like it out of the hand. Oh, it is in the area.
Brad Ball.
Oh, he's just slipped through. Probably overplayed it with the weight a little bit.
Yeah. So the jack is masked away here.
It's right behind the green bowl in front of the, the white bowl.
So Cody Packer with his final bowl here. This has to be good because otherwise they might just concede again. He's given it a little bit more pace. Is it getting down? It's not. So another opportunity for Brad Ball to really turn this one on its head here. Bearing in mind, on the 10th end, they were down, the 9th end, they were down 5. And he produced a piece of magic to steal it away.
It's incredible.
The match was pretty much over if he missed that. But here, he's got a chance to get within possibly one or even level it. Brad Ball, gone with a little bit of weight.
They've both lifted pretty quickly, so they're going to be relying on luck if they're going to get a result.
Is it good luck or bad luck? Didn't quite see a score there.
I'm thinking just the one.
Yep. So 11-8. That's the score. Packer and Litfin still lead. And the remarkable thing for them is that they've conceded, I think, 7 of the 12 ends that we've played here. Just the one multiple in that. They've won 5 ends, and they're still leading.
One of those 5 ends was quite big, though.
Oh, no, it was, It was in the end to Cody and Cohen. Sorry, 12-7 is the score. Do apologise.
We're slipping through the ends quite well, with 45 minutes basically left on the clock. Good start here from Russell. This looks a good line from Cohen. A very good line, but just seemed to be a couple of feet over. Watch him really work home from out here. Oh, he sat it nicely. Two to the ball Bates combination. Bit of a loose end there from Cohen. Big chance now for Russell to draw a third shot in and add some pressure.
So 12-7, they lead by 5. They're getting into that situation now where they don't want to keep dropping scores here because they want to give themselves every chance to win here, Brad and Russell. If they get beyond 6, then that's danger signs. Any slip up from there, and they could be in serious trouble.
Russell just wanted to try and get inside this bowl.
CP watching on. Hello from Edmonton in Canada, home of the Oilers in the NHL.
Cody's going to need to pull a good ball out here. Playing down the forehand side of the rink. Looking to sit on the shot bowl or trail a jack, or sit on the jack. It's well grassed. What's going to happen here? Oh, just a little unlucky. But
Good effort.
Definitely cut it back to 1.
So 6 ends apiece now. Bates and ball combination need to win this end to give themselves a sniff.
Well, Cody doesn't have to change much off his last bowl.
And of course, he's got 2 in the tank, including this one.
Cody'd like to have that one back. Brad really needs to put the pressure on him with this bowl.
How's his weight?
Looks a very tight line.
He's going to drop underneath, but is he going to obstruct the way here for Cody?
I think Cody will stick to his forehand.
So big bowl here for Cody Packer. Try and wrestle the momentum back, make the margin 6.
Can sit on the shock bowl and make 2 out of it. One of his bowls is very handy. So he's just got to slip under his own bowl and sit on the shot bowl. And he's certainly asking the question. He's really asking the question. Hold up there. Oh, look at that.
Cody, did he get it? Yep. I reckon he did.
I think it may be back to 2 up. Oh, no. Russell signalling only 1.
But a 1 gets the margin to 6. That's a great bowl from Cody Packer. He was hoping his bowl would sort of stay around a little bit more as well. It sort of moved a little bit too much weight. How's this line?
Looks tight again to me.
And Brad Ball, he's going to cross underneath, or is he going to crash into his front? He does, but to no avail. So 1 more to Packer and Litfin, and Hollywood, that margin is at 6.
They're just edging away.
Yeah, three ends in a row for them, and all singles, but that tally of 6 now for them is what they'll want to keep it at, because they don't want to have to go to a final end, and they want to avoid any sort of drama.
Any more than that, and that magical elastic band will break.
Yeah.
As it is, it's very stretched.
Score next door, 18-4 in favour of Pearson Forsyth. That's after, I can't quite see the scoreboard anymore. It's after, I think, 14 ends. Yep.
They'll be getting close to shaking hands.
So they'll be home and hosed very soon.
Whereas our match here is still in the balance.
For now, anyways. A big collect for Litfin and Packer.
Well, Cohen's got a fairly handy bowl with his first. Russell's trying to get inside it, which he has. And that's a pretty good bowl. That's definitely the shot.
Lead battle has been so even.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to split them.
Not at all. They've both had their moments. And I reckon we'll see if they do win an end again. I reckon we might see a long length come out here from Cody and Cohen at one point, maybe just to try it one more.
Oh, I'm not so sure. This is with the margin at 6, and they're both fairly steady on this length. They may just wish to keep it like that. No need to take an added risk and allow Russell and Brad back into the game.
Chris, I can't actually see the scoreboard from 2 rinks over. Unfortunately, when we can't see the writing either for who is who. So best thing to do is to go to results.bowlslink.com.au or the link in the bio here, and then you can look at all the scores after the session. Best thing you can do if you want to stay on top of all of the scores and draws from the Australian Open, or download the Bowls Now app.
Very close here, Cohen. If he gets the inside edge of his bowl, it'll help him along. It's still favouring the Western Australian pair to hold shot. It's just going to slip past again. As we swap over to the skips. Yes, Cohen did play at Jindalee. He moved from Jindalee over to the All-Stars a couple of years back. He served Jindalee very, very well. Have you got the speed on this one, Cody? If you have, you are going to change this. Yes, and you have. A lovely shot.
He's having some sort of a morning here, Cody Packer, at the Broadbeach Bowls Club.
I think Cody's been the difference.
Yeah.
Brad's played some massive bowls to keep him in the game, but the consistency of Cody's been very, very good.
Yeah, he's just constantly probed and prodded this Western Australian combination. Bit of revenge for the state championships final, that's for sure. You're not beating me again.
With Clive watching on, mind you.
Yep. Well, Cody's probably pointing at Cohen saying, Clive, this is what you should have done for me.
Going for some cover here, which isn't a bad idea.
And Russell threatens to kick the bowl away. All in good jest. So, Brad Ball, what's he got here? What has he got here?
He's given it every chance if he's got the speed. Oh, he's just going to drop short again. Beautiful line.
One more each left. Cody and Cohen edging away.
Thinking Bates and Ball in their mind are thinking, we need to win this end. If we can't win this end, it's really going to be backs against the wall. Maybe just that little bit too far.
6 shots now, and it's more than it's already more than 1 and over, to use the Nick Hind cricket
analogy
method. Yep. And this is if they can win this end and get a couple,
especially if Cody draws another one here.
Yeah, it'll be Absolute panic stations for this Western Australian outfit. Cody Packer wants it to run. And
Reese just picked up as that ball came out of the hand, so they've just taken the edge off it.
So we'll be swapping directions after this. We're going to be going in the north-south.
Cody shares a joke with Clive, I think, on the bank. Really big bowl here. I think he's certainly given the bowl a chance. Oh, it's turning into that front pack as well. They knew that wasn't going to do it because they started kicking the balls before it came to rest. Well, this is going to make it a very difficult way back.
Another one. 14-7 Hollywood, and it's now with 4 ends to go. They need a big multiple here. They need a 3 to really get themselves back into this match, because otherwise they're in a lot of strife. They lose another end, and we could be finishing up 1 end early.
I think if they lose this end, the horse will have bolted.
Yep.
A good start there from Cohen.
Well, the saddle is still on the horse for now.
They may have dropped the whip, though.
So Cohen Litfin.
Nice correction.
Very good correction. This, it might have drifted that little bit too far. That'll
be in.
Good weight.
Did turn quick, though.
We know that they do on this rink.
Russell trying to make the correction himself. Needs the jack. Oh, he's just gone without it. 2 bowls pretty handy to the head, though. How's your speed, Cohen? Just going to fall that little bit short.
So, genuine chance for them to try and take a stranglehold of this end here.
Well, he's only got to draw into that jack with just a touch of weight and he'll make 3. And he's certainly on a great line. Has he got the speed to get to the jack?
Russell Bates.
Has he got enough speed? He's going to draw the shot anyway.
Couple of results have come through, and we can confirm who we will stream in the next match. We will be streaming the Tasmanian pair of Colin Griffiths and Paul Marshall up against the Queensland pairing of Dean McWhinney and Pathways Jackaroo, Dale McWhinney-Shillington.
There will be some shots played in that game.
Yes, for sure.
Cody's looking to try and get in there before Brad.
Oh, he almost did. Might have stopped in time. It's close.
Calling him on his forehand. Looking to get to that last bowl of Cody's. He's just going to be on the inside. He might get to the jack if he's got the weight, but he doesn't. So plenty of full bags coming out of the marquee.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Cody, all on your weight here, because you're in a great line. Also falling short.
So one more for Cody Packer to come. 2 more for Brad Ball, who's played some epic shots today.
And he's requiring another one here.
They've dropped the last 4 ends, this Western Australian combo.
He's got an awesome line here if he's got the speed. No, he's going to drop short again.
Brad Ball doesn't want to promote Cody's. It's okay. So Cody Packer with his final bowl.
He'll be just looking to draw another shot here. Very similar to his first bowl. Don't have any real indication as to who's actually holding shot. Have we seen anything?
Not as of yet. Bit of a breeze just picking up. Cody Packer, what's he got?
He's fallen across the head again as well. It's not making that shot that Brad's been trying to play any easier, though.
I would be favouring 1 down at the moment for Cody and Cohen. Brad with an opportunity to net a 2 here and possibly bring it back under that 6-shot margin. See if there's any of the other results that might have just come through.
Brad's really got to reach up to that wing green bowl and try and come off it.
Ryan Burnett and Ryan Bester, they're through.
All on his speed here. Yet again.
Brad Ball
promotes that.
Let's have a look. Might be a measure. Haven't seen the tape come out too much. 1 down for Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin. So they're back on the board. 14-8 is the score. 3 ends to play.
Keeps him in the contest.
Brad Ball and Russell Bates, they are fighting and fighting hard. So Ryan Bester and Ryan Burnett are through, the 2 Ryans. Mark Thatcher and Luke Turner are through. Mark Thatcher, the coach of the Helensvale Hawks, or the Gold Coast Hawks at the BPL. Riley and Cody Garrick are also through. Rowan Wilson and Rhett Butler are through. Ollie Morrison and Josh Walker-Davis. Josh Walker-Davis, the number 1 bowler in the country on the Bowls Australia rankings. They took down Gary Ball and Thor Shannon. And then Rob McMullen and Tyson Wilson also through.
So we've brought the mat right up and we've put the jack on the tee. So they're still playing with the short length end, minimum length end, but in a different way. These type of tactics can change a game. Russell's got a fair start there. Still a good couple of feet short. Cohen's needing the jack here. He's a bit tight. He will hang around though. Can Russell correct 3 feet? The answer is yes. Good shot.
Well, this lead battle, you're right. You can't split them. Russell Bates has been on song. Cohen Litfin has been just as good. It's going to fall around the back, but a good home for Cody Packer to work to. So they can net a big multiple here. They lead by 6. If they can get a couple, they can go a long way to winning. But if the opposite happens...
Well, Russell will be trying to draw up there onto Cohen's bowl, the last bowl Cohen played. But if he doesn't, that's going to allow Cohen an opportunity to just jump on that jack and make 3 shots. And he has to trail it a foot. Pretty much split his 2 bowls.
So Cohen Litfin, really big bowl for him. He's trying to really ramp up this pressure. He's not far away on his line. Is it going to dart back or is he going to take the jack?
How much weight's he got on? Enough to get shot. Well done. Touch of behind.
So now Cody Packer, he does have a bit to work with here.
Yes, he's drawing something on that bowl. Just noticed.
I'm not sure what his artistry is like.
Could be a smiley face.
Yeah, might be.
Well, I'm interested in this shot. Can looking to elevate his own ball into the head. Just misses.
Not a bad effort. So they don't have last bowl this time, which is not a luxury that. It's a luxury they've had the last few ends, but now it makes things all the more difficult because the Western Australian combo are at mercy of Cody Packer, who's a little tight here.
Cody will be trying to do the same thing that Cohen was doing, try and trail that kitty around the corner. Mind you, that may have blocked that shot a little that Brad's been trying to play.
2 ends to play after this. Next session to start at 11:45.
More attacking. He might even wait for the result now.
And
that's a good result.
He has made 1. That's a big bowl. Cody still with 2 in the tank, though.
Doesn't change the shot that Cody wants to play. It's just that now he's down instead of up. I think he's got a better line. Doesn't want to knock that out of the head, though. It's in a good spot.
So he's got 1 more to change things, this Cody Packer.
What does Brad do? Does he stay on that forehand of his, or backhand of his, or does he change over to the forehand? I'm thinking of changing to the forehand and try and beat those 2 bowls that of the Packer-Litfin combination behind the head. We'll soon find out. It'd be almost imperative that he draws a second shot here. He's taking his forehand.
Brad Ball has played some superb shots today.
And that is his bowl at the front if he wants to run into it, but he doesn't really want the jack, I don't think.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Oh, that could have changed things up a
might
lot.
have made 2.
Oh, wow. This is very interesting.
Makes it a little difficult for Cody. Have a look at this. He didn't want the jack, but he just shaved it.
It's very hard to see what's going on now. I don't know if the 2 white ones are 2 shots or from this angle, it looks like that, but it can be very deceiving on these cameras.
Well, the problem is they don't have the tee either. So Cody's a little bit restricted with what he can do. Let's see what he pulls out. It's forehand.
It looks tight.
And
oh, he doesn't want to hit that one up. And he probably didn't want to take that one out.
so I didn't quite see a score.
No one's indicating.
No one indicated a thing. See if I can see it here.
They're just putting him up on the board now. 14-10.
It was a 2. So only 4 shots the difference. They've won 2 ends in a row here. I think we are going to... Well, this is not over.
The ends too to win this game.
They need 2 and over to tie it. This one is not over by any sense of the word. So Packer and Litfin led it by as much as 7. But a 1 and a 2, and the first time they've won a multiple ends since the first 2 ends of this match. Yep. So they did do it. They got 2 singles in the middle portion. So they have stayed with them the whole time, Russell and Brad. And they are closing in. Can't wait till the finals days where we get markers for everything, Hollywood. Cannot wait.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a secret society with these two pairings. As Cohen just slips under. But I think hangs around for shot. It's been a great game for the opening session of day 10.
Oh, it's been amazing, and the viewers, I'm sure, are loving every second of it. So, Brad Ball, should they come back and win this, he might get a knighthood at his club of Pinjarra, Camden Macintosh territory as well, Richmond Star. But Pinjarra might just knight him, because that shot on end 9 when they were 5 down to secure a single, has that been the one? If they win, yes, definitely. But it's kept them in it, that's for sure.
And if they lose, they're going to be ruining that 5 on the third end.
Yep. Steve Unsworth saying he already has a knighthood at Pinjarra. So, Steve Unsworth, of course, a former employee with Bowls Australia. Great to have your company. So, Michael Hollywood Sorensen. What has Cohen Litfin got here?
I'm not sure if he's going to run it out. It's hard to say, but he's got shot. That's, at this stage of the game is always good.
14-10. An end to go after this. 16 minutes on the clock. Last match standing on green 1 here. Everyone else is finished.
Well, they've really going to try and take this down to the wire. Baits and balls combination. If he sits this bowl, it's going to be big. Oh, yes.
Does sit the bowl and creeps in for shot.
Pressure goes back on Packer. I think he's 2 down.
Cody Packer.
On a very good line.
It's not far away. Cohen's clapping it in.
Oh, yes. It's a bit of a fist pump there from Cody. Knows how important that shot was.
Mightily important. fallen right back behind it. Back hopper, beautifully done.
Could be packing the bags for the last 64.
Might just be. And very good by you, Hollywood. I can't ignore that.
Just slipping through.
So another one here, if Cody can put in 2 or even 3. Have a look at this.
I'm not sure if Cody's going to be trying too hard here. That 1 bowl target's going to be hard to beat. Where Cohen's standing, I think, is a very good option for Cody to be. If that kitty squirts straight out there, he's going to be, I'd say, 4 down. So I think it's very, very important that he gets a bowl in that area. So if he squirts that jack over here into 8 o'clock, it's happy days for the West Australian pair and not so happy.
Well, he might have. Has he counted for 2 there?
I don't think it's going to bother Brad. He's got to play this shot.
Brad Ball has time and time again been asked very difficult questions, and he's come up with the answers in a lot of them. One probably a little bit bigger than this because the match would have been over very early, but this one,
well, it's pretty much
pivotal.
The same situation because the match will be basically over if he doesn't get this conversion.
Brad Ball arriving late. How is he?
On his way.
Brad Ball, he's high.
Righto now.
So this is a chance. Would you favour that they're holding 2 here, Hollywood? It's close.
Well, if he touches that jack any bit, it'll make the 3, and that'll
to
be
the
game
left
over.
of screen here. You can see the shadow of the jack, the little shadow in front of that bowl on the tee. If he touches it, that's it.
Oh, he's decided to stay on the forehand.
Maybe they're already favouring the 2.
Must be. Slipping past.
It's high. And we have
Still no signal.
We've got absolutely no clue what the score is here. It was a 1 or a 2.
And it's important for us to really know.
Well, yeah, because we need to know what they're playing to. There was literally no signal then. Yeah, I think Locke's right. We'll play it as if it was 1. Either way, they need a 6 to win or draw.
Good start there from Russell. It's one of the multiple that they're going to need.
Yep. Well, they can't afford to be short.
Yeah, well, Cohen didn't like that one. He turned his back on it very, very quickly.
Just the 1 confirmed. So 15-10 is the score. 1 end to play, which is right now.
They're needing a 5 or a 6.
So 5 to send it to an extra end. 6 to pinch the most remarkable of victories. We've only seen the 1-5 in this match. The other 5 that was on offer was superbly defended by Brad Ball.
That's 2 of them.
They couldn't, could they?
Well, Cohen's going to let us know right now.
They've just got to get 1
He's
in
got a
there.
very confident stride on him.
Cohen, Litfin.
And that will help a lot. But Russell can just trail his kitty back into his own 2 bowls there. He's got a nice line on this bowl.
He's not far, Russell Bates. If he can get back there and join them.
Yeah, it's still possible.
It is. It's all the more difficult, but it's possible. Six to win, 5 to tie. Anything less than that, and Packer and Litfin go into the round of 64, where the opponent has been decided, Ray Pearce and Ali Forsyth. Ooh. So it's a tough matchup for both of them.
Well, Cody's just got to beat Cohen's bowl here or get back to those back 3 bowls of Russell's. He's going to turn this up for shot. Definitely the shot now, and does make the shot for Brad that much harder.
It does. So Brad Ball has 3 bowls.
Yeah, Russell's just calling him in behind there, trying to build up that little pack that they've got there and play the conversion shot with his last bowl. Does not want to fall short.
And that's difficult now. It's not impossible.
Not what he wanted.
But it is very difficult now.
Cody can end the game here.
He puts it into a good spot. The match will be well and truly done. They've fought hard.
He's just got to slip in underneath his own. He's going to be up though. Oh, he's fallen.
He's just fallen short. Two bowls left for Brad Ball to find something. Up next, Colin Griffiths, Paul Marshall up against Dean McWhinney and Dale McWhinney Shillington.
Brad's on his backhand. He's going to be looking to play with 3 or 4 feet of weight. Make connection on either his own, the shot bowl, or the one across the head.
What's he got? He's close.
It's just going to slip away. Yep.
Well,
as he said, they have got something to play with now.
They do. So the 5 or 6 could still be on.
Not so sure about the 6, but the 5's a definite possibility. Cody, I think, got to try and get back to those 4 green bowls behind the head.
So 5, and we're at an extra end. A 6, which you're right, very, very, very hard to get a 6. And they win. Cody Packer will do everything he can.
He's changing hands. He's going to look to try and beat them to the shot, I would imagine.
Cody Packer.
Cody, have you got the weight? Oh, that's a good bowl here. This is a great shot.
And that is game, set, and match, you would think there. That is superb from Cody Packer. Touch of the jack. Ends in behind. Double high 5 there from Cohen Litfin. I don't think they can make a 5 now.
No, and of course, there's no dead ends, so it'll be respotted.
Yep. So they're surveying it. Look at that. Look at where it's ended up. Those aerodynamics. The thorn in the side of Russell Bates and Brad Ball. The round of 64 beckons for Cody Packer and Cohen Litfin. So they'll survey any way that they can get a 5. They've got time to do it. It's the last end, so they're going to take their time with this and ensure that they can try and work this out to perfection.
He's not going to ring that here.
JR John Roberts in front of us. He's got the hood up. Hopefully it doesn't ring it right in front of us, as you said, Hollywood.
He would scare the living out of everybody.
No, I think he's going to go somewhere else and do it. All right, so Brad Ball has come up with one bomb today. Can he do it a second time? This is... it's got to be a Hail Mary, doesn't it?
Definitely a Hail Mary.
Brad Ball.
Well, we're going to find out.
Here it comes. He's not a world away, but he's high. And the 2021 champion, Cody Packer, gets revenge for the Western Australian State Pairs final this year with his partner in Cohen Litfin, the Jackaroo, an emerging Jackaroo. They progress with a big handshake, but what a fight it was from Brad Ball and Russell Bates. They performed exceptionally well to keep the match going. They were on the verge of being down 15-5, but they saved it, and they should be very pleased with their efforts at the 2024 Australian Open. Up next, in 35 minutes' time, we have got Colin Griffiths and Paul Marshall up against Dean McWhinney and Pathways Jackaroo, Dale McWhinney Shillington. Looking forward to that. Michael Hollywood Sorensen, thank you very much.
It's been a great morning.
Certainly has been. We hope you enjoyed, and of course the Australian Open is supported by Experience Gold Coast and the Queensland Government through Tourism and Events Queensland. An absolutely sensational morning. Fingers crossed that continues. Up next in 34 minutes' time when we're back for the round of 64.
Aero, used by world champions Kelvin Kirko, Corey Wedlock, Aaron Tees and Aaron Sheriff. Swirl, Aero's new colourway, easy on the eye and in over 65 colours. Aero's enhanced grip allows you to go up 1 to 2 sizes, shaped to give maximum comfort and control. Made in Australia, machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy. Aero provide the most accurate of bowls. Aero, same line every